Welcome to her corner. Take a seat, let your guard come down. Every story here deserves a crown. Through the tears and through the grace, every woman finds her place.
Hey, my beautiful people. Welcome back to Her Corner. You already know what to do. Go ahead, pull up a seat because you belong here. So, let me ask you something. When was the last time that you were actually at peace? Not when everything felt perfect, but when your mind was quiet, your heart was settled, you weren't carrying everybody else's problems, you weren't trying to prove yourself, you were just at peace. Because somewhere along the way, I think we confuse being available with being healthy for ourselves. We've confused being nice with having no boundaries. We've confused keeping the peace with having peace. And those are two different things. Some of us are exhausted, not because life is hard, but because we've been carrying everybody else's problems but our own. We've been carrying things that God never asked us to carry. We've been carrying other people's opinions. We've been carrying other people's expectations. We've been carrying other people's attitude, other people's negativity. And somewhere in the middle of trying to keep everybody else comfortable, we lost our own peace. Can I tell you something that was taught to me the hard way? Peace is valuable. It's not something we just so happen to stumble upon. It's something we need to protect. That's why I think Proverbs 4 and 23 says, and I ain't trying to force the word on nobody by any means. Do your thing, however you get it, get it. If you don't, you don't. I ain't trying to judge nobody. But I believe that's why Proverbs 4 and 23 says, above all else, guard your heart, for all that you do flows from it. And if I could be honest, when I first started meditating on scriptures and stuff like that, I honestly thought it was talking about relationships. But the more that I matured in my faith, I realized that God wasn't just telling us to protect our heart from people. He was telling us to guard what gets in. Because we know whatever goes in, gotta come back out. And look, that's with everything. If something go in here, it's gonna come back out, right? So that's just like with your heart. Whatever goes in comes back out. If bitterness gets in, bitterness is going to come out. If anger gets in, anger comes out. If comparison gets in, insecurity comes out. If peace gets in, peace comes out. Everything flows from the condition of our heart. Everything from within flows from the condition of your heart. As good hearted people. Yeah. But maybe that's why the word says above all else. Not after everything else. Not after you've taken care of everybody else. Not after you've answered every text message. Not after you've answered all those phone calls. Not after you fix everybody else's problems. But above all else, guard your heart. Protect your peace. That's all he's telling you. Protect your peace. Above all else, guard your heart. For if peace flows in, peace is gonna come out. Because we know if your heart not healthy, you're not healthy. And nobody really want to talk about how our mental health and the everyday life trajectories, how that stuff really impact our physical health. It weighs on your heart physically. Like it causes so many different medical problems that you will be surprised. But I'm not gonna even much take it there. But God just took your girl through there. So I guard my heart. Because congestive heart failure, it don't feel good. Having heart failure does not feel good, okay? But if your heart is not healthy, it affects your parenting, it affects your decision making, it affects our work, even how we hear God. So maybe protecting your peace is not selfish, it's being obedient. And that's what we're talking about today. How do we protect our peace in a world that's constantly trying to disturb it? Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Protecting your peace means protecting the way that you respond to things. Okay? So, everybody and everything does not deserve a response. And I know y'all, after a while, y'all gonna feel like I'm fussing at y'all, but I'm not. Everything and everybody does not deserve a response, okay? Some conversations don't deserve your energy. Some comments don't deserve your attention. And some opinions don't deserve a seat at your table. Right along with the people who have them. Don't deserve a seat at your table. There was a time when I felt like I had to defend myself against every time somebody misunderstood me. If somebody said something, I wanted to explain myself. If somebody lied, especially on me, little on me, because all I got is my name. If somebody lied, I wanted to correct it. If somebody offended me, I wanted the last word. You know we gonna want that last word, even if we come back and say, and another thing, we want we want that last word. But I realize, seriously, I realize every response it costs you something. Sometimes it costs you peace. Have you ever paid attention to how bad your flesh always want to respond to things? We always want to respond and give in to those fleshly desires and give in to the ways of the world. It's human nature. We are human in the flesh. We want to clap back. We want to prove a point. We want to defend ourselves against everything. When people hurt us, we want people to know that they've hurt us. Don't y'all think they know that? Like for real. We be wanting them to know. Pick up that phone. You gonna know how I feel today. You know? We want people to know how they hurt us. Like they don't know what they did. Ain't we crazy? But not every feeling deserves a reaction. Every time something happens, I literally pause. And first, I do a check in with me. I check in with myself. Sometimes I have to pause and ask myself, am I responding from the flesh or am I responding from the peace that God is growing within me? Before I respond to anything now, I ask myself 3 questions. What would it change? Is it necessary or true? Or will my response protect my peace or steal it? And I don't like no chaos. I run from it. I'm a runner, I'm a track star. I do not like chaos. Sorry, can't do it. Argue with yourself, can't do it. Act crazy by yourself. Chaz can't do it. Mm-mm. Let me know when you get it together. Then we can make an arrangement for a conversation between you and I. Silence is the most powerful response, especially if it's in a chaotic situation. And y'all, let's talk about all these people in your circle that don't truly fit in your corner, who you give access to. Access is earned. I always tell people access to me is a privilege. I don't care if it look like bragging or what, but having access to me is a privilege. And it's one that don't everybody deserve. I had to learn the hard way. Everybody does not need access to you. Full access to you. Everybody does not need that full access to you. Y'all realize we treat our phones better than we treat our hearts? Our phones got passwords. We got Face ID. We got all those privacy settings that we set up. But then we leave ourselves wide open. We give full access to people who've shown us over and over that they do not know how to handle us. We give them complete access and constantly let them play in our face. Everybody doesn't deserve a front row seat in your life. Some people belong in the audience, all the way at the back. Some people deserve to be in the lobby. And some don't even deserve to be in the building or the parking lot. Just being honest. But that don't mean you hate them. It means that you've learned some wisdom. And here's another hard truth that some of us need to hear. And some of us may not want to hear it. But sometimes people only love the version of you that didn't have boundaries. Mm-hmm. The version of you that always said yes. The version of you that never spoke up. The version of you that always made yourself uncomfortable just so they can stay comfortable. So when you start protecting your peace, they want to holler you changed. And maybe you may even feel like you changed. And truth is, yeah, you did. You know what it's called? It's called growth. You're growing, you're becoming wiser. It's called growth. And everybody can't handle that. You change, you being fake. You're not the same. Let them say what they want. But above all else, guard your heart. Protect your peace. Healthy growth only make those with those unhealthy expectations uncomfortable. Okay? So you over there with that good heart. Continue to be you. Don't change you for nobody. Love people. Pray for people. Forgive people. As many times as you need to. Forgive people. But don't keep giving everyone unlimited access to you. Set those boundaries and do it without feeling guilty about it. Do it without guilt. Because honestly, boundaries make a lot of us feel guilty. And guilty for saying yes when we really want to say no. We overextend ourselves because we don't want to disappoint anybody. We answer every call. We answer every text, every request. And then we turn around and ask God why we emotionally exhausted. I had to learn that saying no doesn't mean that you're rejecting somebody. Sometimes you're protecting something that's real valuable. Like your peace, your family, your time with your family inside of your little household, your time with God. And that's okay. One thing I've learned the hard way is that takers rarely tell you that you've given enough. They'll keep asking, they'll keep calling, they'll keep expecting, and they'll keep on taking. And it's not always because they are bad people, but because of what you've made them accustomed to. That's what they do. You've made them comfortable to continue to do that. Why? Because you over there with your good hearted self. You didn't have boundaries. And if you don't create a boundary, they'll never discover one. So no matter how anybody see it, what I need you to do is protect your peace at all costs. People will judge you. People will misunderstand you. People will assume things about you and make up in their head whatever y'all, people will assume and make up all kinds of stuff about you in their head. Serious. They will. And here's the hard truth about that. You can't control it. So don't stress about anything that you cannot control. But what you can control is whether or not you give it access to your heart. That's what you can control. And I'm going to say it again for you. That's why Proverbs says, above all else, guard your heart. Because when you allow offense to move into your heart, you get offended by people's opinions, their thoughts of you, and everything like that. It's going to affect everything that you do. You're going to find yourself second guessing yourself. For what? So don't let all of that extra stuff and all the extra noise that the world got to offer disturb your peace. It's going to cost you. Because one thing I learned, peace is expensive. It is expensive. It costs too much. Start saying, baby, if it costs me my peace, it costs me too much. You got to take time out to heal properly. It costs you taking out time out your day to pray no matter where you at when you get put in hard situations that's about to disturb your peace. And we love to pray. I need you to pray all through the day, all throughout the day. When you get right with God, you're going to find yourself praying a lot. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those times when you on your knees crying, begging. When you on your knees crying, begging to God. That's what peace costs you. It requires too much growth, patience. You sacrifice a lot. And it costs too many tears. Peace costs too much to give it up or to just give it away just because somebody have an opinion of you. Or just because somebody says something you ain't like. Peace is too expensive to give it up just because somebody had an opinion or said something that you ain't like. Peace is expensive. Stop giving it away for cheap. So you already know what time it is. Pull out those journals. Tell the truth with yourself. We're having a moment. That's my song. So take a minute and write in your journal. What has been stealing my peace? Who or what have I been given access to that God is asking me to limit? And last one, what boundary do I need to set this week without feeling guilty? And this week I have a challenge for you. Don't just guard your schedule. You know how when somebody call and say, you work today? And you be like, I don't know what you need. Don't just guard your schedule. Guard your heart. Don't just protect your time. Protect your peace. Because according to Proverbs 4:23, everything that you do flows from it. So if this conversation helped you today, I pray that you'll share it with another woman who also needs to protect her peace. And someone who needs a reminder that protecting your peace isn't selfish. And I love to hear from y'all in the comments. Leave your girl a comment. Tell me what boundary you're committing to setting this week that's going to protect your peace. So thank you for spending time with me here in her corner. Until next time, protect your peace, embrace your growth, Trust in God and remember, you belong here.
Welcome to her corner.